Hello, my name is Amir Shahid bin Ash'ari. My matrix number is 2113614007. Today I would like to present about radio frequency identification, or we call it as RFID. What is RFID? RFID is a technology that is used to collect data on an item and be able to determine, scan and locate the item is placed on the tag, using a radio frequency signal to send the data between the tag and the reader. There are three types of RFID system. The first one is a low frequency RFID system. The frequency spectrum span from 30 kHz all the way up to 500 kHz. And the transmission range for this frequency is limited. It's less than a 3 feet. And access control and animal control is a common application for this RFID. The next one is high frequency range that can be read from 3 MHz to 30 MHz. The standard range extends less than 6 feet. The cost of this RFID is low and it can be read from just a smartphone with NFC features. The last one is ultra high frequency scanner. Have a reading range that extends from 300 MHz until 960 MHz, and it can be scanned from a distance up to 25 feet. They are active and passive RFID. Active RFID typically can transmit at 433 MHz or 2.45 MHz, and it depends on the environment and preference. And for the passive it use 860 MHz and 956 MHz. For the power source, active tag use the internal battery while passive tag use radio frequency wave. And the range for the active tag is 100 meter and for the passive tag is 15 to 20 feet.
My name is Muhammad. Today I want to present about problem statement RFID. So there's still problem regarding RFID. There is problem relating to the technologies, RFID securities and confidentiality issues, and also the last one, safety concerns. As for the difficulties with the RFID standards, it means that there is two types. There's high frequency and also low frequency. But large corporations usually use the high frequency because they offer a great range or at cost of money. So it means that the quarry cards also use the such high frequency at $1,000. So in order to get them cheaper, they need to get thousand of readers and need 1,000,000 of cheaper card to cover the entire area. So for the second one, it is without your concerns, RFID tags can be read. But it means that if you get into the store and then the RFID scanner is at the store, and they will use your RFID without you noticing it. They can also sell out your informations. So for the last one, it is concerns regarding RFID mutation. What it means is that they concerned about the RFID, like they misuse the RFID, such as if they put a bomb inside a car and then they act the RFID as a detonator, and when you get inside the car will explode when the RFID get near the car. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ain Nur Shahada binti Asrin. This is evolution of RFID. If you can see, the evolution of RFID started in 1945. Radar technology was used for IFF, stand for Identification Friend or Foe programs, integrating RFID tag onto military aircraft during the Second World War. Then, start in 1973, they will start with the first RFID tag, which is active tag. After 1973, they are keep on going for the RFID to see that how they can go further, especially how they want to go for more distance and make it fast. In 1990, ultra high frequency RFID, they developed application which is they want to use in the construction, manufacture, healthcare, and will be widely used for the RFID technology. So there are keep ongoing update for the RFID technology until now. This is working principle of RFID technology. They have four common components which is we need to have consist in the RFID system. First of all is the RFID tag. It's always a very small, it will depend that which frequency that you are using. This will be attached to asset, then will be transmit store to the antenna. So the antenna will be linked together with the RFID tag to make sure they will receive the store data from the tag and transmit data to the end the RFID reader. So after that, once they have connected to the antenna wirelessly but need the certain distance. Lastly, component database actually we need to store our data and they will be evaluate it depend on what kind of the application we want to use in the RFID technology. Every electronic device needs power source to provide energy from the operation of device. If we put two cords beside each other and pass the AC current through on off, then it will be induce some current in the other coil through the magnetic field coupling, and the device can use this current to change a capacitor and work without the battery. It is sufficient enough for reading some data from the device. This is how RFID work without power source.
My name is Aino Balkish binti Muhammad Hafiz. RFID contribute to public health and environmental safety. So let's start with our first slide. So RFID, a base drug management and monitoring system. The use of RFID drug management and monitoring system in the field of public health is to ensure that drugs undergoing monitoring may be marked with chip UHF RFID tags by incorporating reorder alerts at predetermined stock level, effective record keeping, improving health service and minimizing manual work performed by pharmacy workers. This system may minimize unexplained pharmaceutically losses and save the government money by ensuring that available. Next up is RFID, patient identification. One of the main causes of medical errors is an inaccurate diagnosis of a patient that leads to the incorrect administration or inappropriate dosage of medication. This is a critical mistake that could have disastrous consequences. To fix this, we must implement RFID technology into the infrastructure. The use of RFID technology has great potential to reduce those results. RFID tags can be used to track the whereabouts of medical staff, patients, and medications. The last one is placement of the RFID sensor on the railway. Installing a stationary RFID rail reader beside the rail at a station or in a maintenance shed is an excellent way to monitor and track the whereabouts of your linear asset. Tags can be read quickly and at distance of up to 6 meters it can still be read. RFID technology that electronic data made possible in real application, making the technology particularly useful for cross-border freight transportation with the advent of RFID. RFID is superior to other technologies in terms of scanning speed and ease of integration with automated system.
My name is Asma Wafiq bin Abdul Rakil. In this presentation, we have learned what is RFID, how RFID works, an example application of RFID system. The study is meant to show the coloration of electromagnetic field that is used in the RFID system. RFID, also known as radio frequency identification, has been used since the 1940s and has continued to develop until now. There are many benefits that can obtain by humanity from the usage of this RFID system, especially in a few sectors mentioned before. For example, RFID has helped greatly in the public health sector by facilitating the database in hospital and clinic efficiently, making the staff work easier and manageable. Meanwhile, in environmental sector, RFID provide a nature-friendly system that saves costs and also reduce waste, which is very good for our nature. Other than that, RFID also enable administration work to be done quickly with zero to minimal mistake, while also reducing labor work. Based on the readings done from various sources, it can be concluded that the innovation of RFID eases daily life greatly as long as it is utilized optimally and efficiently. In addition to that, the system also can be constantly upgraded parallel with the global technological development so that it would continue facilitate the civilization. In order to do so, it is clear that the industry need more expert engineers and intelligent individuals who can contribute greatly in upgrading the RFID system. I end this presentation with appreciation and gratitude to my fellow groupmate for cooperating well, and also to my lecturer for all the advice given. That's all from us. Thank you.